I have made you wait long enough today. I have waited long enough for a lot of things today myself. I'm not gonna wait for my voice to feel better. I'm not gonna wait for any of that. I have missed y'all too darn much. There's one thing I still need to grab from the fridge though. One sec. Not sure if it's cooled off enough, but I think it's enough to get started. All right. Oh, why did that turn off? Weird. Uh-oh. Is my leap motion dead? Hello, Senzura! Good to see you, and I'm glad that you like it. There it is, okay. I think, oh, a lot of things unplugged. That's really bad. Huh. Okay, well, I'm a little bit concerned for my everything now. But it's just not the same if I can't wave at you. Why is it not? Why is it not doing the thing? Well, I may not be able to wave at you today. Goodness. Have I had this upside down or something? Is the cable just not doing? Yeah, I think the cable might be dead. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I think my leap motion just kicked the bucket. Or at least the cable. Well, come on. Not today. Please. Well, leap motion or no leap motion, I want to see you. Yeah, today is too important. Shoot, maybe I'll switch to 2D. Yeah, I think I'll switch to 2D for this. Nah, I'll stay as is. Oh, I just closed it anyway. Why did I do that? I didn't mean to do that. Okay, cool, great. Today's been this kind of day. Camera's relearning my face. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I don't care if I can't wave at you. I want to see you. I missed you. I want to say hi. Here we go. Oh, right. Forgot about that. Boop. Hello, hello, hello. I have missed you. Oh, thank you for the head pats. It is so good to see you again. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Urban. Thank you for the 500 bits. Every bit helps, even if it stings. It is great to have you all here. It looks like since last we caught up, we have follows from, let's see, that was Wednesday. Looks like we have follow from Kiki CPU _, and then the 500 bits from Vermouth. Can we get some love in the chat for everyone here? I would do the little hand gesture, but you know, that's just how things are today. How is everybody? How are you all? Drink water. I will in a second. Well, that's a little bit of a hint. Yeah, let me take a couple sips. Puzzle Pulsar, getting that sub from Latent Logic. Can we get some love in the chat? First of all, to Latent Logic for gifting 339 subscriptions in this channel. And Puzzle Pulsar, thank you so much for being part of this community. Please enjoy your emotes, your sub badge, being part of the Oddities community. Can we get some love in the chat for both of them? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Pixie, you've always been so on top of that. Thank you. Chat. Oddities. Aw. Thank you. What a couple of days it's been. How have you been? I'll talk about myself in a minute, but I want to hear about you. You know, it's not often that I get to hear about what's going on in your worlds, and I wanna check in on y'all before I get into the adventures I've been on. Oh, I'm being buried in hearts. Okay, really not sure what's up with USB stuff today. Been a very gamer week. Am I okay? I am doing better now. Ah! Thank you for the 1,000 bits. Wow. Okay. 1,000 bits, and that's enough to kick up a hype train. Choo choo! Thank you so much for your generosity. Very much appreciated. Not great. I think rain has yet again claimed my health. I'm so sorry to hear that. But it's great to have you here. I'm going to have fire and drink plum wine. So, it's funny that you bring that up. So, hello Vieira. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. Let's talk a little bit, yeah? It's been quite a week. It's been quite a couple days. Oh, thank you. I just had a well-needed therapy session with my therapist, and I'm doing so good. I am so glad to hear that, gamer. I am so very glad to hear that you're doing well. Got work done, got outside, got to play my games. And Anon, gifting Vieira a sub. Can we get some love in the chat for our mysterious Anon and for Vieira popping in? Hey, still healing. Cough is worse, but just got prescribed antibiotics. Hopefully this improves, or I'll be going in for an in-person doc appointment. I hope you feel better soon. Getting sick like that is, well, you don't need me to tell you it's a bummer. But I wish you a swift recovery, no matter what the case may be. Have I already been live for 15 minutes? It feels like I ran music for like 10. It's so good to be streaming again. I did not want... Joshua Fernandez with the poster purchase. Can we get some love in the chat for Josh Fernandez? Thank you so much for that. And didn't Show do an amazing job on that artwork too? Currently pro gaming a website. Do tell. Yeah, I'm really proud of that poster actually. I think no matter where I go, I might offer something like that. Chat, what a weird couple of days it's been. If I may selfishly hog the spotlight a little bit. After just seeing you again. You are here! Welcome back again! Good to see you. Small high pixel Skyblock market website. Oh, thank you. See, I hear block and I think my brain is ruined because like, oh no, it's not a blockchain project, is it? Oh no. No, again, you are right on time. We just about started. So, I would like to It would be nice if you sell plush of yourself on your merch. So Joshua Time, I would love to sell a plushie. Probably like a Fumo kind of style design for me. I would love to do that. I'm looking forward to the day that I can afford that. Here's the thing. Plushies are extremely not cheap to do. You hog the spotlight, it will be my pleasure. Aw, thank you, gamer. I was here last stream, keep in mind. Yeah. So some of you who were here on Wednesday's stream, you know, when I ended it about half an hour early, you saw that I was kind of being mean to myself. But I was like, you know what? You know, tomorrow morning I should wake up and I'll feel great and I'll be ready to stream again. I'm so excited to do Japanese studies. I won't get into it too much, but it just didn't happen. My brain woke up and chose violence. And it kind of chose me. Thank you. So, it's been an interesting time for me. After finally getting my taxes squared away, I have been worried about a lot of things. And just because one thing is now sorted doesn't mean that I don't stress about the others. I had 2 string cheeses. Where'd the other one go? I was gonna eat that string cheese. I guess I won't. Or I'll find it when I'm back over by the kitchen. I took the day to be good to myself. It took me way too long to really, you know, confront what was going on. But, I had quite a few friends, you know, checking in on me, making sure that I was okay. I won't spend too long on this because there's so much that I want to share with you about today. But I want to share a little bit about yesterday, just to make sure that you know I am okay now. What happened was there's just a lot about the world that's scary right now. It's weird for me to say it this way. I try not to talk too much about my particular transness because I feel like there's so much that we can talk about that isn't that. But there's just a lot of stuff going on, and I do generally keep on top of things that are happening in that space and what is and isn't being permitted in terms of my existence. There was a little bit of that. There was just some stuff about the kind of friend that I am to other people, and if I'm, you know, how I'm doing with that. I notice a particular thing that my brain forgets on days like that. I forget that I'm not alone. My brain is so focused on trying to get everything squared away with no one's help. And even when people reach out, like even the little logical things that I try to approach, like my brain thinks that it's right. And it'll come after me and it'll be like, oh, well, you didn't think about this. Oh yeah, I don't have the leap motion. You didn't think about this, so clearly you weren't thinking about it too much. My brain is apparently the worst like, well, actually, kind of gremlin. But it keeps forgetting that there's a lot of this that I don't have to do alone. That maybe I am doing okay, and that you know, those around me are pretty happy with me. Hello, Simon. Good to see you. Oh, well, I saw you for a second. All I see are hearts. Brain is really good at getting after yourself, but it often doesn't keep exactly latent. And my manager noticed that I wasn't streaming on Thursday and saw that I had tweeted something to the effect of just I needed some time to myself. And she wanted to call. Before that, though, I decided that what I needed was to get away from screens. It is beautiful outside over here. The sun is out, there aren't too many clouds, the weather is warm, but it's not hot, which I've been waiting for. So I threw on my strawberry dress and my red jacket, thank you for that, Pats. And I headed out to the rose gardens, and it was beautiful. The problem was I wore heels and not all of the paths were paved, so I would occasionally kind of sink into the mud a little bit with the heel. But It was worth it. It was barely a thing. It was barely a thing. I'm doing all these gestures and gesticulations. And it's weird to not have them. Oh, I think a thing broke off of the USB cable. I wonder if someday I can do hand tracking with just the camera. It was snowing here. I would gladly take a little bit of snow. It's getting a little warm here. Snowing and raining. Oof, that is a doozy. Oh, thank you for that. Gone. Hello. But yeah, yesterday was rough. After I was coming home from that, manager called and we talked for a little bit. Just little things that I tend to do to myself that keep me from reaching out to people or questioning if I'm good to people. As well, there was something that was supposed to, thank you for that, Pats. There was something that was supposed to happen on Wednesday that didn't happen. And I was a little bit bummed about that Wednesday afternoon. And I think that was part of why I was kind of being hard on myself in the evening. And on Thursday night, I found out that thing happened. Let me tell you about today. So this morning, I wake up. I know that I've got something to do today. I might put this back in the fridge in a second just to let it cool. Nah, you know, we're getting close to that point. Aw, thank you for the hearts. Today, I woke up, threw some breakfast together, threw myself together, and headed to the courthouse. If I may... Thank you for the hearts. Somewhere, well... some time ago, like about a month ago, I was really trying to get to a friend's wedding that's going to be happening basically tomorrow. And it was going to be kind of on the edge of the California-Mexico border. Or at least close enough to where I would want to have that kind of thing intact, you know, the kind of information. I realized if I boy moded the flight so I could match my IDs, the bride was perfectly receptive, but not everyone in the family might be. And I wanted to be respectful to some extent of that, you know, not push things too severely. But if I went as myself and I got stuck on, you know, on one side or another, and I have to deal with someone who looks at my photo and at me and goes,
"Who the hell is this? You're not this. Who are you?"
Didn't want to deal with that. So I realized I needed to file for a change of name and gender marker. Which brings us to today. I ended up not being able to go to the wedding anyway. But, you know, I'm glad that I filled it out because it was going to happen at some point. And, well, today was the day. As far as the state of California, yay! Yeah! As of today, the state of California recognizes me. Y'all know my name. My name is already out there. California knows me as Jessa Stebbins. Female. Now, here's the kicker. Here's the deal, the issue. That is not where the story ends, and if it was as easy as that, I would have been on time for stream today. I decided, well, you know, what are the next steps? Hearts! Thank you, God! So, I'm like, okay, I need to celebrate that, but I also need, I have a flight next week. Thank you for that, Pats. I have a flight next week for Toho Fest. And, I would like to have my ID ready for that. So I decided to go, no, my last name is not female. No. Thank you for the head pats, though. Woo, yeah, baby, that's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about, woo! So I decided to go to the DMV to, actually I had an appointment originally scheduled for Thursday, but because I had that on the record at all, and I had filled out some of the paperwork otherwise, today I was able to pop in and wait a lot less than usual to basically apply for a new driver's license. The bad news is that I've got to wait a week or two, which means that I won't have it in time for my flight, so I've got to figure out how to deal with that. But it is coming. I will have an up-to-date state of California identification, a driver's license to boot, with my proper name and gender marker. And I was like, you know what? Why don't I get that squared away with the Office of Social Security as well? Because apparently, yay, Social Security. Did I take the photo yesterday as well? I took the photo today. I wish I had taken it yesterday. I looked real good. So what happens, from what I understand, is you let the Social Security office know, and that actually trickles out to other agencies, which makes sense now that I think about it. So the thing with that is, the wait was so much longer than the actual appointment. I waited a little over an hour. And I had to do Social Security before DMV. That's the cool thing about up here, I guess. They really did try. The lady was actually originally going to be like, yeah, you need to change your Social Security before you change your driver's license. I'm like, that's what I've heard. Is there anything that you can do? Like, I can understand. If not, I would just, like, you know, whatever's possible, I'd trust you. And she pulled through somehow. I don't understand why people need identification cards saying you are who you are, and basically all they have to do is look at you and say, yep, that's who you are. Gamer, yeah, I feel that. But sometimes you get an ID card. Sometimes people pretend to be someone else. Like, on the same token, people will also accuse people of trying to be someone else. You know, an ID card does have its purpose. I'll say that. Like, it's an important enough thing to have. It also helps people know, yes, give these folks drinks if they want them. Do not give these people drinks if if they're too young or something. Whoever got their identity stolen this week. Oh my gosh. I am very sorry to hear that. Yeah, ID verification's a little important. Yeah, so today I got my name and change of gender marker sorted with the state, and the DMV's on the way, and Social Security's on the way. I think on Monday I'll try to sort things with the bank. And yay! Gosh, I wish I had my hands for this. Don't quote me on that, please. Social Security cards were never meant to be used as an actual identification. It's just a tradition now. I suppose it makes sense. Just the social, a tax return was filed in their name. Oh, huh. That's a little weird. You had a new passport next. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Every morning now. Anyway, oh, that was fun. They used to print not for identification on your social card. They gave up. That makes sense. Yay! So yeah, I am that much further along. I am recognized as who I am, as a woman. I need to change my passport, but that would require changing my birth certificate, and that's in a more conservative stove. Yes! No security measures built in, but because everyone had one, everyone started using it. That, I suppose it makes sense. So it brings me to that glass noise that you heard. So on the way back from the courthouse, I decided to pick up some bubbly. I'm not sure if it's chilled enough because I threw it in the fridge for a couple of hours, but that may not be enough. I don't know. I'm trying to find a tab or something to open this thing. But I want to celebrate with you because, which is why odds on your SSN +1 is a valid number as well. Someone born around the same time as you. Yeah, that makes sense. Because I'm watching Steam tonight on my new laptop. Let's go. That's awesome. Had a sip of the rosé in your yay. So what I have here, it was a 7-Eleven thing. It's a Cook's California Champagne Brut. It's I don't know if it's actually any good. It's what they had. And I'm like, okay, they don't have the little $5 size, so I guess the full size will have to do. Yeah. Little bit of the bubbly. Yeah. All right, I don't want to put a hole in the ceiling, but all right, here goes. Okay, this is gonna be real loud. Here we go. Ah! Ah! That actually surprised me. I wasn't even trying to do it yet. And I pushed it forward a little bit. It's like Are y'all's ears okay? I don't know how loud it was. Yay! All right, chat. If you are the drinking type and of drinking age, and you have something with you that you'd like to share with me, then go ahead and pour yourself a glass of that. If not, but you have another kind of beverage, share that with me. Sound like champagne cork popping. It was. And if you do not have a drink with you, then no worries. You have cough medicine. Please use that responsibly. But I wanted to celebrate with you. I'm gonna pour myself a proper glass of champagne. I'm not gonna lie, I'm tempted to put a little apple slices in my glass of champagne. Chat. Gosh, I really wish that my leap motion worked, because then you'd actually see me raising the glass and being like a toast. This cable is just really busted. Chat, my oddities. A toast. To every step we take closer to becoming our true and best selves, may you find satisfaction and joy in who you truly are. Cheers. That's drinkable. Yeah. Oh my goodness, yeah. Leonardo DiCaprio gif. Yeah, basically. I'm not sure how much I'll have because, like, it's a full bottle of champagne. And tomorrow, I'm actually heading over to my parents for a little bit. Did a shot to that. That works, that works. The reason that today's stream was a little bit understated was because, one, I didn't really have time to plan for sure when it would be because, you know, the day that it was supposed to be, it wasn't. And then at the end of the day that it ended up being later anyway, it turned out, oh, it's done now. So it's like, yeah. Yeah, I wanted to celebrate that with you. And after stream today, I'll be posting it around. It's like, hey, you know, as of today, I am legally Jessa Stebbins. But yeah, tomorrow I'm heading over to my parents. I can't really dive into keto properly yet, but once I've eaten through some of what I have at the house, my next few rounds of groceries will be more keto leaning. Just for a few reasons, like kind of dealing with my, just dealing with some health stuff and, you know, more fulfilling meals. And my mom and I are going to get together to do some cooking. And then Sunday is like a family thing. So I wanted to celebrate a little bit here. Did you hear about the bottle who was in pain? Don't worry, it was a real sham and they weren't really in pain. You really had to brute force your way through that one, huh? Things aren't really looking rosé for that joke, were they? I'll stop. String cheese. But yeah, no, I'll put a little bit of music on. I feel like I want to keep the energy levels up a little bit. Yeah. So, it's been an emotional week. I'll put it that way. Very high highs and very low lows. I'm just glad that things are going the way that they are. And I'm glad to have this sorted for, you told me that twice now, upcoming iLock maintenance. Yes, I'm very aware, thank you. I was gonna see if I could have my ID and such squared away for my flight to TohoFest. The problem is, well, I don't think it's gonna be ready in time, so chances are pretty good. I'm gonna have to probably call in and be like, hey, the ID has this name on it. I thought that the system, you know, would have it all squared away and ready to go. What can we do? because maybe I won't need to change the name on the flights. Maybe I can just bring like, hey, here's what I have. Here's some of the paperwork that I have around why you don't see this name matching that name. It's not that I minded doing that before anyway. I don't know. I just look forward to the day that I don't have to have any kind of workarounds for that. It's like, yeah, hi, I'm girl. Hello. This week has been very mundane for me, but that's all right, honestly. Sometimes we need mundane weeks. Sometimes that stability is desirable. How do I say? If every day is a roller coaster, after a while, you don't want to be on one. I think you could just call them up, change the name, and then make sure you have that paperwork with you. Should be fine. I suppose so. I never once thought of you anything else but a girl, so I don't get why everyone else has to worry so much about you being a girl. Right? You would think that people would just be like, whatever, you know, whatever lets people sleep well at night. Like, even if they don't understand it, it's just like, okay. If your day was a roller coaster, at some point you're gonna get sick. Yeah. It is amazing how many people care way too much about whether or not someone is trans or not. But, yeah. Yeah, I feel like I've done a pretty good job of where, like, who I am and what I am has not really been, like, tied to previous. A lot of who I am, it fits me now. Because, you know, it's all of it. Actually, last night something happened in the Eurobeat world about my gender. Apparently, there is a wiki out there. So, chat, I have a confession to make. How many of you are familiar with ego searching? So I used to be a social media brand manager for businesses. You know, I did that for some startups. I did that for other businesses in general. So I'm familiar with having feeds of, you know, certain keywords and such. And one day, you know, last night, I was seeing something come up for Ken Blast. And a Eurobeat fan tweeted something to the effect of, let me see if I can dig it up. And by the way, if you saw what happened, or don't look for this exchange, because, like, I think it was meant in good faith. Someone tweeted, like, oh, Ken Blast, has Jay Stebbins now had sex reassignment surgery and become a woman? Does Bruno Mars is gay? So I see this, and I go, you know, the tweet's in Japanese. So I respond in Japanese. To be honest, I didn't have surgery. However, I've been transitioning and living as a woman for almost 3 years now. This person responds in English. I found out about this when I read it on a certain wiki site. But are you saying it's a complete lie? I respond in English. May I ask, which wiki did you read? This is a website called wikihouse.com, which contains the title Initial D, the arcade. So what I think happened was someone wrote a wiki article about Initial D, the arcade, and I went to take a look for it, and you know, it had information about my work on Initial D, the arcade. I'm gonna put the music back on. And it was like, okay, you know, Ken Blast, you know, this is, you know, this has been on Super Eurobeat, and it had a little footnote. And the footnote was like, this artist now goes by Jay Stebbins and has had sex reassignment surgery. It's like, hold on a second. I do go by Jay Stebbins these days, but there is a gulf between I live as a woman now and I've had extensive operations. Yeah, exactly. It was news to me. I was like, dang, I was able to score that quickly? So what I think happened was there might be some places where the two are seen as equivalent. They're like, oh yeah, you know, someone is, you know, someone's a woman now. Oh, did they do the thing? It's not a respectful question, and I don't think it's a wiki's business to talk about the kind of surgery unless I tweeted out, hey, just got out of SRS, Lamau, hardware upgrade. But like, I think in Japan that's considered a thing. Yeah, I guess. But I mean, on some level, it's kind of flattering to think that they thought I was that far along. But yeah, no, I went back and I'm like, I found the article. It is incorrect. I have not had surgery. While talking about some specific surgeries would be too personal, I can answer some questions about my work with A1 and Initial D more directly. Because, like, here's the thing. Me being a woman now is relevant to my work as a Eurobeat artist because it has informed my work. My having had certain operations, whether or not they would have an impact on my work, is probably not appropriate. I don't know, it just feels a little invasive. There's stuff I don't like about being a public figure. You'll need to stop looking in other people's pants. Were they expecting a cell phone? I love that meme of like, yeah, I've done some stuff with the anime and the arcade game. It was some of my last work before I came out, actually. And, it's like, I mean, what are the words I'm looking for? It's just like, I don't know if I would want that exact information out there. Look, unless you have an appointment, what's in my pants is not your business. Like, honestly, I feel like that's a policy. I think that I'm not sure if I don't think I came up with that, but I know that it needs to be more of a thing. Unless you have an appointment, it is not your business. All right, I'm gonna do these hydrates that I've forgotten. And a sip of my champagne. But it's just interesting, like, I don't know. I think I even tweeted, this is not the first time that I have seen a wiki publish inaccurate information about me. There's one from Korea that still uses like an older picture of me, one that I thought I deleted. It's like a picture of like version 1.0 holding a bag of peanuts from Southwest. And it has like, they imply things about my family and they like imply things about like, it's weird. It's just like, why? What possible good do you get from this? Like, no. But apparently, that particular wiki is known to be enough of a meme to where it's like, people just respond with like, stop going on that wiki, Anon. It's not a real wiki, Anon. So it's just like, I don't know. And here's the thing. Pictures of the old me are out there. That is, I feel like that selection of pictures, those videos that I posted, the pictures and videos others have of me from those days, they're good memories of a chapter that has ended. Hell, even stuff about words are failing me. Well, I had a whole thing and it just left without me. I don't know, I guess just like, there's a difference between having that out there and people being like, oh, this is it. I am not a words guy. Not lately. Here's the weird thing. I used to be extremely good with words. And it's not like I don't have a substantial vocabulary. It's more just putting them into a sentence has been very difficult lately. I'm not sure if it's a flavor of neurodivergence or if I've just been so stressed that my words are scrambled or no idea what the case is for me. But for whatever reason, if I don't cling to what I'm talking about at a given time, it's gone. The only thing in my pants are synth brass and bass drums. And if you ask any more inappropriate questions, they will Euro beat you up. That's amazing. Hello, Teeter. Did I see Chris Evans again? No. But yeah, no, it's one of those things where like, I feel like, what does that do? Here's the weird thing. I feel like some folks care about my being trans more than I do. Like, yeah, being a woman is good and all, but you ever heard of synth brass just absolutely rip? And don't get me wrong, I adore being feminine. I adore adore being a woman. That empowers me so much. But like also, there is other stuff in the world besides pretty pink dresses and necklaces and getting my nails did and, you know, all that kind of thing. Getting my nails done. Like, it makes things go soft and crunchy, actually. Wait. There are, right? Imagine that. But there are, and I love those things. But it's like, people get so hyper fixated on like, oh, like there was someone, I think there was someone on Twitter where it's like, I stopped following Odyssey after, you know, basically after I came out, like, the art is inseparable from the artist. Bye. Good riddance. Okay. You've been on OT3. I'm on OTT. You mean T? No. But yeah, no, like, it's weird the extent that people will care. Like, again, what does that affect them? What business do they have with it? What business does my being a woman now have to do with the work they enjoy? No, seriously, like, my music can exist as a standalone. Now, if I committed some tremendous awful thing, then yeah, you know that's an important thing, and you know, don't support me if I did something heinous. But like, really? That does not affect my work. Okay, I might write some more songs about being pretty and stuff. I might, you know, current song in the background and such and all. But Eurobeat artists did that for ages. Dave Rogers had a femme alias. Like, Bamboo Bimbo with SCP is such an alias. David Marcantonio had aliases for such a purpose. This is not something new. And like, it's not to imply that they're trans, so much as just like, oh no, this Eurobeat alias is girl. This Eurobeat alias is Are there NB Eurobeat aliases? Is there someone out there in the Eurobeat world that is just like, my gender isn't? I feel like I should know that. There is! Who is it? Who? What's it? What? What's the name? Wait a minute. Do I know? I think I have a name in mind, but I might be off, and I don't want to assume stuff about people if I'm gonna be wrong. Non-binary people being in the Eurobeat business. Okay, now I've heard everything. Yeah. Wouldn't that be great? No, seriously. Like, I feel like, I mean, more to my point, it's just like, people get so caught up in it. I think other people care way more than I do. Yeah, I like who I am, and it informs a lot of what I do, but like, seriously, I've been very much informed by people that meant well that I don't sound all that different from when I was doing stuff version 1.0. And I remember a lot of people were upset at the idea that I would sound different and seemed relieved when I posted that I would not sound all that different. And then all the comments came about how I didn't sound that different and how I clearly wasn't even trying. So it's just like, okay. I just sound like myself. Thank you. I feel like that works. 8-bit. Fine. I guess you are my little pog champ. Come here. That goes so much better when I have arm tracking, but alas, I think my I wonder if it's fried or something. I need to get it repaired or something. Too eepy to stay. Have a fun celebration. Will do. And y'all, can we raise a toast to 8-bit? Thank you so much for popping in. Have a great rest of your evening. Cheers. But yeah, no, it's just weird. Like, yeah, I care about it. Obviously, I'm trying to be myself. Your voice is. I'm glad that you think so. I just haven't heard it put that way. Thank you. I'm glad that you think so. Oh no, I'm totally not flustered. You mean not You see what you've done, Gun? Now chat's all just like, yeah. I am honored and flattered. Thank you. I am glad that you think so. I literally mentioned earlier how Jessa Bunny would probably be Jessica Rabbit's protege. Ooh. Oh yeah, from the Discord server. Yeah. Jessa Euro Bunny. Hold on a second. Since I can't do too much in terms of arm motion, I'll treat you. Pyon pyon. All right. There we go. Your voice. What is a voice? Something pretty and gorgeous. Aw, thank you. Yeah, no, like, I don't know. People care about weird stuff sometimes. Like, yeah, I'm a girl now. Cool. So all of what I already did before, sounding about the same, but now with tits. I guess whose airplane Wi-Fi can support? Whoa! GT41, hello, great to see you. 2, I hope you're doing amazing. 3, that is some good Wi-Fi. What the heck? And 4, GT40, my name is, I did the thing. A miserable pile of sound waves, but enough talk, how about you? I got my name and gender marker changed in the state of California! So cheers! Oh my gosh. Yay! That is quite a title. 6969. Great to have you here. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat. My music has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, and Matara Kanavi Shoujo, amongst others. It is great to have you here. I hope you're doing very, very well today. Ever since the first Aw, but you are, Viera. You've always been. I'm just stating the truth. It's 1 a.m. and I may have to leave early. I'm up tomorrow. No worries again. Thank you so much for popping and have a great rest of your evening. And please sleep well, yeah? Yay! You can now say you're one of the trailblazers for people who really want it but can't get it. Oh, I suppose so. This is the first time anyone has watched an Odyssey stream 34,000 feet in the air over the Pacific. You know, I don't have the stats on that. So, possibly? I'm so happy. I'm sorry, today's a good day. I needed that, because, like, Wednesday and Thursday were rough. It's interesting, because my brain will try to write it off as if it's just accurate. It's like, oh, well, you know, this is just how you get better. Oh, thank you for that. This is just how you get better. You criticize yourself. You do, you know, you get hard on yourself. It's like, no, thank you for that. It turns out that being kind to yourself, you can still push yourself, but there's a difference. Yeah! And you should be happy because you are valid no matter who you are, because it's what's on the inside that matters, not the outside. That's true. And sometimes I put a little bit too much focus on what's on the outside. Jesse, is it all right if I hydrate with my champagne flute? Cheers. Ah. Gosh, I will say, I do still feel bad for letting how things went the last couple of days get in the way of, oh, is it not? Weird. Let's see, doop. Throw. Yeah. Should be working. Let me try it, Twitch side. Let's see. Throw something at my face. Yeah, it's working. Topic of gender. I've realized that I'm a lot less binary than I knew before. I'm still a woman, but I'm 99% sure that my femininity is very different than other girls, which is odd. I mean, that's fair. On the one hand, I will never discourage you from understanding and accepting who you are and how it makes sense to you. I will also say that femininity and womanhood, from what I used to understand compared to now, it's like people assume, it's so easy for folks to assume that there's just one kind. And there's really so many. Your femininity could still be very different from other girls, and that wouldn't necessarily stop you from being like valid or as binary or non-binary as you might be, you know? The only time I will say anything against a gender is if they say they're an attack helicopter. Yeah. You know what the sad thing is? I have met like really well-intended people who used to make that joke. Everyone is 1950. Let's go! 50s Housewife-a-thon! 50s Housewife-a-thon sales event. Like, are you 1950s housewife? Get your 50s housewife things here at 1950s housewife sales event. I so freaking love the 50s house. Not me with the polka dot apron. Not me with the polka dot apron and the red dress. Welcome home, honey. Dinner's almost ready. Come and pull up a seat. Makes super unhealthy food cooked in lard. No, super unhealthy food cooked in lard inside of a gelatin. You can't be a 50s housewife. Why not? Why not? Who says you can't? Mr. Action, you could probably be the best 50s housewife. You could probably do it. Would you like a cigarette with your lard, dear? Oh, honey, you better put that in some gelatin. Preserve that. Give me a 50s house husband. Why not? Why not? By the way, I should indicate the 1950s had some pretty intense social issues. The aesthetic is one thing, but the actual experience, that's not a kind of time that I would like for society to return to. That said, I look amazing in polka dots. And maybe sing along to Big Band or something. 50s house husband but has a femboy wife. Let's go! Hell yes. See, that's the life. That's the living. Give me a Bel Air and I'm happy. May I ask, what is a Bel Air? So full of cigarettes. I love the aesthetic. Hate with the 1950s was something I had to grow up with. Oh. Not you, dude. Finding polka dots. As what? Yeah, let's go. And the house husband and the housewife. I'm a gender fluid neat. Big, beautiful 1950s car. I don't know why, but like, okay, tying it into Eurobeat. Thank you for the reminder, Pixie. Tying it into Eurobeat. Y'all know the song Red Ferrari from High Energy Attack? Red Ferrari, dun, 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 running up against the night. Do, 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 do. For some reason, I get 1950s vibes from it. Like, it would still be well received. If it was somehow revamped into 1950s. Actually, I'm in the Mood for Dancing by Jenny, like from the Dance Mania series and like DDR and such. That was a cover. Wasn't that a cover of a song from the 50s? Oh, there's the other string cheese. Pisley! Thank you so much for the follow. It's great to have you here. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat, and my music has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, and Matara Konavi Shoujo, amongst others. We're going to drink 2.12 to 3 liters of water a day. I am one step ahead of you. I've got this big water bottle with little measurements on the side for how much I need to drink. I mean, not Eurobeat, but I mean, Heaven is a 57 metallic gray. I love that song. Heaven is a 57 metallic gray. Heaven is a 57 metallic gray. Thank you for the head pads. Oh. Big Band Eurobeat song cover a la Postmodern Jukebox When. Go a little closer. I've had the idea for a song like that for some time now. Like a big band flavored Eurobeat track. Like, it would take... Okay, can I let y'all in on a secret? For some reason, whenever I write about, like, casino themes... Oh, it was by the Nolans, sorry. Whenever I write, like, casino themes or gambling themes, I tend to go off. So I've had an idea for a Eurobeat song where the hook is essentially... Your money looks better on me. And I think that would be sexy and fun and just an amazing project to do. Cause like, imagine that. Yeah, right? Literally just that line. Just that line. Just that whole like, oh, honey, darling. Sweetie, other synonyms here. I'm sober. No matter what kind of hand you play, you know that it's playing right into mine. Just that kind of thing, and like lean into that like 50s casino boom a little bit. Why can I see a Cotton collab there? Celine? I'm writing that down. I need to bring that up to my manager today. I forgot, by the way, any amount of alcohol. I am not drunk, for the record. Like, I've had a few sips. But even a little bit, somewhere in my brain, it's like, drinks are being had. It is okay to have fun and relax. So I get, like, giggly. I get, like, positive and, like, really happy. Is it all right if I... Okay, so for Pisley's... For Pisley's hydrate, I'll do water. All right, and for Zeets, I'll do that one too. Fine, oops, all water. Doop. 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 2 drinks and I start getting giggly. See, here's the thing. That is sadly an effect that I've had on the magic blue tablets. Thank you. So, I used to have a pretty good alcohol tolerance. I no longer have a very good alcohol tolerance, which just means that I'm a cheaper date. I no longer require as much to get where I would like to go, and maintaining that position is particularly easy. So, in a weird way, it's kind of a blessing. It also allows me to have more control over when my night ends. Do I drink on dates? Usually, okay, so first one, I might have a glass of wine that I have seen poured with dinner. Otherwise, no. Drinks are flustering and I giggle a lot. Somehow that mental image is the most adorable thing, Jesse. I would like to hear you flustered and giggling. I'm in the same boat, can drink a lot, aw. But yeah, no, like, if I trust the other party, then I might have a drink or two. At most. I would rather be... Aw, cute. I would rather be sober for most events. But, you know, I also understand that responsibly, a drink or two during an event can help lighten up a little bit. 1 drink is good, no more. Alcohol is expensive and I don't like the feel. Totally fair. By the way, anyone that pressures you to drink too much is an idiot. If you don't like the 1950s and how come Cuphead is so low, because that was from the 30s, darling. The Cuphead animation style is from, like, Fleischer and, like, you know, early Disney. That's 1930s, love, not 1950s. I aggressively drink water while I have alcohol because I had one bad hangover after a Christmas party and never again. This is because you learned, darling. This is because you learned from your mistakes. It's interesting though. I will say, I think the last time I got like actually soberant was at the post TwitchCon mixer that I was at. And honestly, I feel like I was conscious and like sober enough to enjoy everything, but I was, I had enough help to be able to approach anyone with at least some amount of confidence. Listen, I am not brave enough to talk to Numi IRL. Like, nope. But, that night, I was able to have a conversation with her. I was able to do that. But I'm surprised I was able to nearly finish a sake bottle alone once. It ended up vomiting, but yeah. So here's the thing with sake. I kind of like how it's like a little bit savory. I went to a party during/after TwitchCon and played TF2. Did not even get a drink. I was just on the public PCs. That still sounds like a good time, though. And by the way, to the point of what I was saying earlier, anyone that pressures you to drink is an idiot. One of the entire points of drinks being served at events is so people have a good time. And if your good time involves no alcohol, then don't drink it. So you don't gotta touch it. You're a grown-ass adult by virtue of being here. Like, you get to make that decision. You get to say no. If someone gets something for you, you can be like, oh, thank you, I'm actually good. I'm cutting myself off on that. People who pressure others to drink are a bit of a red flag. So here's the thing. I can understand when people mean well. There's some folks who drink and, encourage others to drink. It's like, come on, we're all doing one. It's their way of including you. But there are also folks that go too far. And by the way, there are folks that, their responses might not be that, that they know when to let someone not drink. But I feel like there's a way to gauge intention. Like, it's like, someone could be like, come on, just fun. I got several. And if you go, nah, I insist, they'll be like, okay, fine. That makes sense. A little bit of, come on. I think that can be a kind gesture. Because, you might be dealing with someone with a little bit of social anxiety and that little bit of push, like, no, you're one of us. Versus when someone goes like, nah, come on, don't make me waste this shot for nothing. Like, don't. If they're employing like guilt tactics or stuff like that, then obviously, yeah, that's a point where you don't want to do. But like, I don't know. I guess the point is like, for those of you who might be new to the drinking world, for those of you who are old enough to drink but maybe haven't been in a situation where that's a thing, don't let people push you around. You're a grown-ass adult. Live your life the way you want to, as much or as little alcohol as you feel is appropriate. Speaking of which, I'm gonna have another sip. I'm gonna have an amazing dinner tonight because, I don't know, I'm hungry, and also, in your case, you're a grown-ass woman, I won't stop gushing about that. I am a grown-ass woman, and I love that. I'm gonna be honest, I did not feel as adult as I could be until I came out. It's interesting too, because I remember a lot of what I originally wanted from femininity was a bit more of a connection to my youth. A certain girliness that I really connected with that I wasn't really able to express in my own youth. But then I also found that I was okay to enjoy being older too. To be sophisticated, to be womanly, to have a certain sophistication, to have people trust me with things, to involve a certain amount of responsibility. Mature woman swag, yeah. And the cool thing is, I don't have to pick. I can be womanly and girly. I can be mommy, darling. And I can be a kitten or a bunny. Pyon pyon. The point is, like, I wasn't really able to be the full dynamic of myself. And with that, I never really felt as mature as I could be. It felt more like I had to force it on myself. Like, don't get me wrong, I started handling getting older a lot better after. Honestly, yeah. You can be all things, you get it all. It's like Oprah out here. Yeah, I guess so. Like, I don't know. Here's the thing. There are still things that I'm very scared of now. Not just as a trans woman, but as a woman in general. But the fear that I had before was existential. I can measure the things that I'm afraid of now. And I can put those ideas to rest, and I can be comforted by the things that I do and surround myself with people I love and be distracted by that. Before, I would stay up long into the night, wrestling with the fact that I would theoretically grow old and die that way. And something about it just never rang right. Mind you, I had more of a sense of quote unquote what I thought I wanted back then. I was like, the whole meme was that I used to know exactly what kind of car I would drive, the kind of woman that I would theoretically marry, how many kids we would have, what kind of job I would be in. And, well, that was back when I thought that I wanted a job in game design. Didn't work out. But in a way, I'm so glad it didn't. It's weird to say that now because back then I was not the kind of person that could stand not knowing what the future had. Back then, if I didn't know exactly where I wanted to go, exactly what I wanted to do, what was I doing? But now, yeah, I'm kind of living paycheck to paycheck, quote unquote, but I get to be me. I get to be myself. I get to look a way I love looking. I get to be a way I love being. I get to surround myself with people I love being around. It's beautiful. I miss my cold tolerance and I miss my alcohol tolerance, but those are small prices to pay. When I was younger, I actually made really bad jokes about how I never wanted to be a woman. Well, I'm now kicking myself in the pants. Gamer, I used to make period jokes. You're good. So I have so many students who are the old you at 17. They have it all planned out. We're like, are you sure? Because see, here's the thing. I thought I wanted to get into Stanford University, take their at the time burgeoning game design course, get into a field that I'm sure was flush with money, and marry an ex-supermodel and have 2 kids. Maybe 3. I think it was at least 2 that would both also get into wrestling in their middle and high school years, as I did, because Oh yeah, and also I would apparently drive a Chevy Blazer. I don't know where the Blazer came from. I think I saw it in a magazine once as a very young kid before I was like 10. I was like, that looks cool. Truck is red. I want that. The one thing I've learned about transitioning and being cold more often, the more hugs you get. Hugs do hit different now. They really do. Big truck over. And see, here's the thing. No hate to the Blazer. No hate to the Chevy Blazer. It is a truck that does its job. Also, hello, Vinyl. I hope you're doing well, darling. That's not the kind of car that I would want now. I'd have to think about it, but I don't think the Blazer speaks to me. Hugs are some of the best stuff. Here's the thing. I was already kind of touch-starved-ish before. I traded Big Truck for Big Booba. Exactly. Honestly, yeah. Listen, I traded 1 honker for 2. We're good. I prefer small trucks that go vroom. I mean, fair. I have nothing against trucks. I've driven my dad's truck plenty of times and it does a good job. Aww. Aw, 2 key smashes. It's key smashing in stereo. It's so cute. Yeah. I think I'm hungrier than I thought. This string cheese has no business being this tasty. I'm a huge fanatic of mini trucks. Are those the ones that like they race around in Japan? They're like teeny tiny. I really am deprived of touch because when I was growing up, I was told he's a man's man, don't need that kind of affection. Well, I'm not a man. I'm sorry to hear that, gamer. And by the way, for those of you who may not think about this or may have inclinations to otherwise, allow me to posit something. If you are feminine, if you are masculine, if you are some combination, variety, or complete exclusion of those things, you are worthy of love. You are worthy of being held and appreciated and adored and hurt and like told that you are loved. Sadly, there may not be people in your life that do that for you, and those who are available to do so may not provide it as freely as it may need to be. And it's not necessarily other people's responsibility, but you're worthy of the best. Just because you're not receiving the best doesn't mean that you don't deserve it. I gotta get used to hugs. Wasn't super a big thing growing up, but I'm working on asking and giving. I love that for you, GT. And I hope you receive as many hugs as you want. No more, no less. I'm gonna finish off the string cheese. How much extra to Uno reverse a redeem? I'm not sure I understand. Here's the thing though. I love my mom so much. And I'm so incredibly fortunate to have the parents that I do. They have demonstrated that they genuinely love me. Not used to getting love. I don't want to be a burden to anyone. Mr. Action. Requesting love is not a burden. To those around you, asking for something like a hug or appreciation or even just a compliment from time to time, that is not a burden. That is not an excessive thing to request. And I'll be real. Masculine folks tend to be kind of shivved out of that. They kind of get skimped out of being told those things. I understand some of the reasons as to why. Nowadays, a compliment is seen as an invitation to flirt, which is unfortunate. And it may not be the case. Sometimes we just want to offer a compliment. But so many people go without hearing a compliment at all or being hugged at all. And that is so tragic. Like, plane is descending soon, so I gotta lock my tray table back into position and conserve battery for my ride. No worries, GT. Thank you so much for popping in. Have a great rest of your flight and rest of your time. But please understand, you are not a burden for needing love. You are not a burden for requesting love or compliments or hugs or anything like that. That is not burdenous. The culture of compliments is so different between masc and femme. And sadly, I can see why some of that is the case. On the same token, it shouldn't be that way. So much of why it is just, it's heartbreaking. The only problem with me is when it comes to giving love to people specifically is that I can get a little excessive with it, and it sucks that I have to live with that. Yeah, I can see how that could be the case. Sometimes people don't know what to do with the extent. I guess I would say just be mindful of other people's boundaries. And it may be worth being like, hey, I only want to offer as much love as you're comfy with. If at any point I go too far, please let me know. Because then people know, like, hey, there might be a little bit of an issue indicating where the boundary is. So then they can be like, hey, that's probably enough. It's as far as I'm comfy. I think that will get you a lot of mileage. I think that can do a lot. I swear, I'm beginning to get the notion that my best streams are the ones where I talk about being trans and being loved. I am not your therapist mom, but on some level, maybe there's an element of that. I'll give appearance compliments to other dudes and you can tell they never get it. A bit of a joyful surprise. Honestly, complimenting a dude on anything Oh my gosh, just the way that they react. Okay, listen. When it's a guy that knows that it's not inherently an invitation to flirt, like, oh my gosh, it's like I don't know, it's up there with like giving a guy flowers or like picking a guy up. Just, oh, it's so cute. Cause like, you know they're not used to that. They get a chance to not have to be strong, and like that is like ambrosia to someone who's had to be strong all the time. If they understand that it's okay to feel that way, but also don't get to feel that way. Odyssey noticed me once and I lose the feelings in my legs. I love how lose is in present tense and noticed is in past. I always notice you, baby. It's hard not to. You're just so gosh darn cute. I once, when I was younger, gave people compliments, even to the men. They all wondered, and they all looked at me for the entire month wondering, am I okay? Listen, I can type good. I know you can type good. See, there you go. How cute. I'm gonna have an apple slice before I get too carried away with that. But yeah, no, like, gentlemen and mask-aligned and all of that. I would like to offer an agreement with you. If to those around you, you offer the notion that a compliment is not an invitation to flirt, I would say femmes and feminine aligned, we could stand to compliment our kings a lot more often. Just gonna say that when you do these types of live streams where you talk about LGBTQ stuff and personal growth and self-love, it really helps. I appreciate that. I should also say, typical disclaimer, I'm not an expert. I grew up like, all right, no worries, Pixie, do what you gotta do. I grew up hiding my, I grew up hiding myself. I grew up, hiding away my, oh yeah, like I was pretty phobic in a lot of ways. There was a lot of stuff that I said and even thought I believed for a while where it was like, in retrospect, I shiver to think about some of the things that I said. Obviously, I don't believe those things now, but, while I'm doing a lot better now than I was then, I don't know everything about everything, and there's probably still a lot on which I could stand to be better educated. That said, I can tell you what my experiences are. Just being in the community and being able to talk to someone that knows some of the feelings of people who aren't in the community don't know really helps. That's fair. And, I don't know. Words are failing me. I'm gonna finish off this apple slice. I'll die on this hill, by the way. Honeycrisp apples are the goat. Hydrate. Z, permission to take that from my champagne glass. Pink ladies are also good. Pink ladies and Fuji's are really quite nice. I like a little bit of tartness. If in adding a sip to water, yes. All right. Chat. Cheers. Come by. All right, and I'll do the water now. But yeah, no, Honeycrisp apples taste like Starburst. Not like necessarily the pink ones, but they taste like candy. They're good for you candy. They're apples. They're so freaking delicious. It's the kind of fruit that it's like, how could people not be into this? Now, granted, if you don't like apples, obviously that makes sense. When Aussie drinks her champagne in West Philadelphia, born and raised. How about galas? Those are a bit tart. I do kind of like galas, yeah. Words of right. I don't know. I like sweet with a little bit of tart to it, like sweet but kind of sour. Coincidentally, I also really like sweet tarts. Ooh, like the big chewable ones where you gotta like smack it against a desk or something, and then you chew on the pieces. Those are so good. I don't think they do those anymore. I think they only do like the little orbs. Only the balls. Anytime I have a stomach problem and I can't eat any food for some reason, then Apple will help me get better. Apparently they do say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. All right. Take care, Celine. Thank you so much for popping in. Have a great rest of your evening. Sleep well. Thank you for the pets. In celebration, this redeem should be directed at yourself. Oh? Which one? Go ahead then. Redeem it. Speak, I shall hear it. Well, I walked right into that one, huh? You know what, though? In light of recent conversations I've had with my manager, maybe she'd like this, that I did this. Jessa, you are such a good girl. What a good girl you are. And I'm so proud of you. Got a lot done today. And did some things where you had to be very brave. And you took care of that. You're such a good girl. Good girl. What a good girl you are. The fact that that was therapeutic is a bad sign. Thank you for the head pats. Thank you for the head pats. And listen, mommies can be good girls too, you know. I need to redeem that later, but you have to say it for someone else I know so I can clip it. That's fair. I mean, we could do that now if you'd like. Only if they're comfy with me saying that. I don't know. I worry about like doing that kind of thing, and it turns out someone's not comfortable with it after all. Quick bite. Actually, chat. You know, I was talking about the rose gardens earlier in the stream, and how for last year's Transiversary we had a picnic there. I'm not sure if that's what I want to do this year, but I feel like I want to do something there again, like a little picnic at the Rose Gardens. I'll use their internet name, not their RL name. I think they have enough of a sub kick, they'll get a giggle for it. All right, fair enough. If you have it on good authority, then I suppose it's worthwhile. For Maiden of Madness, all right. Very well. Get ready to clip. Is it all right if I use your name in the audio tangent? Tangent 101 tells me such a thing, right? Okay, here we go. Oh, Maiden of Madness. Tangent 101 here tells me that you are such a good girl. What a good girl you are. Who's my very best good girl? It's you. You are such a good girl, aren't you, huh? Good girl. How was that? Perfect. Aw, gamer. Cute, cute, cute. Before you fully leave, gotta post something in makeup and fashion. A little bit of splash damage, eh? Oh, I just realized I forgot to post the live now notification in my server. All right. Is that a strawberry bikini? Is that a strawberry bikini? I am in so much trouble. I am in so much trouble. I need that in my life. Oh, and 12 minutes ago, we have begun working on the sample for it. I'll release 3 different strawberry swimsuits in total as that was the fave fruit by far. You guys really love strawberries. I do. If they make a one piece, like a strawberry swim dress, I'm on it. It's mine. I will own it. But yeah, I like that idea, especially now that I'm a lot more comfy wearing swimsuits. I don't know, it's just, that is something that I didn't think would happen for me. The One Piece. The One Piece is real. Oh no. Finally appeared on a friend of mine's streams this week. Congratulations, Daniel. How did that go? I hope it was a very fun time. Also, I'm gonna switch over to the string cheese for now. Can't wait for the day that I can go swimming and actually feel confident about my body. I look forward to that for you too. Honestly, that's a big reason that I really like swim dresses, because like, I don't know. I like the design, I like the pattern, I like that I can jump in and just feel comfy. No questions asked. Also, I don't know, I feel like I would just look good in various flavors of skirt. I probably shouldn't say flavor of skirt. Was good. Was an open VC, so I decided to hop in. Good on you. It takes some courage to do that, you know? Like, I don't know. I know that when I've seen, like, open VCs that are on stream, I struggle with that nerve. Skirts are honestly so powerful. Yes. Especially when they go spinny. All right. Take care, Celine. Thank you so much for popping in. A week ago, I was just seeing how my mental state was, and I tried on this dress, and I think the people around me knew I was excited. It kind of, oh, that's so cute. Listen, that's as good a sign as any. If wearing something like that is bringing out the squeals in you, that is a good thing. I'd say that's a sign that you love what you're wearing. And that's been a thing for me lately. I've been actually like taking my time to put myself together a little bit extra, actually. Like today I'm in this like kind of shorter white dress that I bought for AX last year, and this white like very, very light, I almost don't want to call it a jacket, but it's just like an overshirt thing where it doesn't button together. It's a shame I can't stay up to watch your streams more, but I just want to tell you that you're great. Oh, thank you, Skylord Zoe. I'm glad that you like them. And I'm still sorry that today's stream was a little late. I hope y'all can understand why it was important that I did. And for those, by the way, for those of you who weren't here, earlier, today we're kind of celebrating the fact that today the state of California has updated my my ID. I am now legally Jessa Stebbins, a woman. I'm not. It worked out perfectly for me timing wise. Don't I dare Well, I appreciate the sentiment. I'm just not entirely sure what kind of place you have telling me that, my good puppy. Hmm? First time in a while I've heard you bark like that, huh? Cute. Anyway. Goodness. Thank you so much for the follow, Jedi. It is great to have you here. I'm Odyssey of Odyssey Beat, and my work has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, Matarakana V Shoujo, and much, much more. It is great to have you here. We are basically celebrating my, the fact that my name and gender marker have been updated in the state of California. This is a woman, a happy, thriving, cute woman. People need to see and hear her roar. I mean, I would roar, but my voice is still kind of oof. I will say it has been getting better lately. Like, I think between the exercise and the slight improvement in my diet and just stuff like that, I think I've been doing better. Oh, that is a one. Oh my goodness. That is like almost done. Asterisk? What's up with the asterisk? Well, I'm gonna have another bite of my string cheese. Very good, very good. I am a perfect speaker, thank you. why. I'm perfect at many things, so I'm glad that you recognize that. I can't joke like that. I can't joke like that, but I do appreciate that you think so. But yeah. Oh goodness. Yeah, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that one piece strawberry swimsuit. I'm gonna need that in my life, like immediately, please. But yeah. May you get my name. I am, well, I go by Odyssey for my music work. Odyssey Eurobeat. I've also been Eurobeat Brony, Ken Blaster for Kendra, Stebbins, DNA Team, and today, legally, as of, California getting all setted, Jessa. For you, I'd say call me Odyssey or Audie. Adelawin, it's great to see you here. I would wave at you, but my leap motion broke, so it's great to see you here. I hope you're doing well. Just asked. Totally fair. I will say that I tend not to throw my first name around too much. People just call me Audie or Odyssey. But today, Jessa is my proper first name, and it is wonderful. You already know, just asked. No, Twitter or Twitch. Let it be known that on April 19th, 2024, this just got validated by the United States. Am I happy? Yes, I am very happy. There's still a lot of things that scare me and make me worried in the world, but I am also much happier than I have been in a very long time. Even through the fear, even through my concerns and worries and stresses, who I get to be and what I get to do, and just everything that I am is, it's just wonderful. Daniel Casalota with the Ada redeem. All right. Goodness, let me see if I can knock this one out of the park real quick. Daniel, I think I'm going to put a little extra oomph into this one. Ada, iko da ne? I feel like I rushed the iko da ne a little bit. My parents tell me that I will get to where you are one day, and I can't wait if I get to be like you. I appreciate that, gamer, but I will say, strive to be most like you. I had ideas for where I wanted to be in my transition, and instead of going there, I ended up finding where I really was. And it's not that I'm dissatisfied with it; it's just not what I expected. But I love it. It's still very much who I should be, who I am, and who I love being. I'm met with my positivity about who I am and everything like that because you are oozing positivity right now. Thank you. Did I just squeak the word thank instead of just saying it? Goodness. Or string cheese is the answer, obviously. Oh, by the way, I was talking about like how certain things are getting better. I just realized, I do have some sad-ish news. Hello, Big Catapult. Good to see you. So, I've come to the realization that I cannot account for being able to do Pada Pada on stage at Toho Fest this year because I don't know what kind of mic setup it is, and there's only so many songs that I know the routines for anyway. So I feel like it would be kind of a wash, you know. Been a fan since before your transition. To come in and here you are now legally Jessa is amazing. Thank you so much, Urza. Why I am doing this? Why am I doing what? What's on your mind, darling? What's on your heart? What's your question? Thank you, Big Catapult. Yeah, today I went in and actually picked up the paperwork. Filled things in with DMV and the Social Security office, and in time I got to do stuff with my bank, possibly the IRS, but worth. Honestly, worth. I remember I tried to remake the song in the background in 2019. I didn't do a very good job, but at some point I wonder how it would sound if I did it again. Not enough to actually get into it, but you know. I know I tend not to think about redoing my own songs very often. I hope I will take it more. What? Take what more? Take And how much more? Context, my love. If you ask me to take it, I don't know what it is, and should I be charging? I imagine you mean that as encouragement, though, so I do appreciate that. Thank you. Y'all are so cute today. What's up with that? Stop it. Don't actually stop, but also stop it. I deserved that. Oh, thank you. Yeah. There are plenty more W's ahead for me, I'll put it that way. I'm glad also that I did it. I was originally going to cancel it, or at least like not go forward with it after the, Batty kind of hits different with a busty redhead trying to Oh no! Oh no! That is not what I had in mind. Machan, good to see you here with such impeccable timing. Well, I can see how that would change the context a little bit. Okay. Is it a strange question to ask? How do your older songs make you feel? Your voice has changed so much and it's amazing, but I always wonder how it must feel for you listening back to them. I guess they don't bug me so much. Like, I remember last year at Toho Fest, I even sang Remorse, which is like, that should have been my answer. I should have said it from the start. Like, very much like a masculine cadence to it, the way that I did it. But honestly, I'm fine with it. I feel it. You must now prove, despite the short stay, I'm late to something. No worries, Machan. Do what you gotta do. Yeah, I call Mako Machan because she's adorable. Can we give some love in the chat to Mako? Thank you so much for popping in. But yeah, no, for the most part, there aren't a lot of my songs that I look back on and be like, ooh, I shouldn't have done that. But like, so, I should explain. That song was from the perspective of Flutterbat, which is like Fluttershy when she gets like possessed by some of the bats and like starts acting like the bats that drink the color from the apples in the apple trees. So draining someone of their colors is basically supposed to be an sort of connected to like drinking someone's blood, like a vampire bat. Musing enough, you sing masculine descent sound to me like a girl trying to sing a lower tone. Really? I'm honored to hear that. Always smile. I will do my best, Jedi. I've been getting better at that lately. There must be jazz combos in your area that need to be. Thank you. Oh my goodness. I have dearly missed streaming to you. As this woman who has a range of a tenor to a mezzosop, I love the range your songs have, pre and post. Thank you, Urza. I want to drag your saturation part of the Too good, too good. I wanna desaturate you. Oh no. Oh no. But I'm honored that that you can enjoy my work like that. And I don't know, I learning to love my voice as it is has been a battle. Especially since for those of you who don't know, there is a bump on my vocal cords. Wait, just think about it. You'd be really dang cute as someone in a jazz band doing this 50 styles. So, about that, I know there's like a jazz version of Discord. Imagine like a big band version of Discord. And just like, I get up on stage and like, basically this outfit, 1 second, I'm gonna unbunify for a second and go back to the classic. Like this outfit. Could you just imagine like, I'm not a fan of puppeteers, but I've a nagging fear someone else is pulling at the strings. Something terrible is going down through the entire town, wreaking anarchy and all it brings. Could you imagine I would love to do a big band arrangement of like, that'd be so fun. Oh goodness. And I think the Wonderbolts had some notion of trying that. Wonderbolts, darlings, lovelies, make it happen. Standards as well as. So here's the thing, I really love Frank Sinatra, and I wonder if I could croon some of that stuff. Like, I think there was a karaoke last year where I sang some of Frank Sinatra stuff, and I feel like I would really enjoy that. By the way, that song that Issa and Toma did together, the song that Ori and Jin did together, A Night to Remember by Lei Fei, and I don't remember the other artist name, I'm sorry. Like, swore I saw you before, wait, or something like that. I forget the actual opening line. Something in your eyes is telling me that. Can we book Richard Cheese? Who in the world is Richard Cheese? Somebody that I forget the words. Yeah, that song would also be really fun to do. The problem is, like, I feel like it's becoming, yeah, be a Badoobie. Yeah. I really like that song. I'd love to do more songs like that too. I remember, actually, I forget what it was. There was like a family event where, you know, everyone tries to sing something. And I tried to find a version of Lei Fei's I Wish You Love that was in a key more comfy for me, but I could only find the original, so I kind of had to force it. I feel like I could pull it off. I wish you bluebirds in the spring to give your heart a song to sing, and then a kiss, but more than this, I wish you love. Audie is going to discover Richard Cheese, and it's my fault. It is now. Let's see. My breaking heart, and I agree that you and I could never be. So with my best, my very best, I set you free. I think I'm singing it higher than it's supposed to be. Richard Cheese does like lounge. Oh, is he the one that does like lounge covers of non-lounge songs? My neck, my back, that's it. Nothing else. Please don't listen, Twitch. Stuff like that. Okay, so I have heard Richard Cheese. Oh dear. I don't know. I would love to do. I feel like other than Eurobeat, it'd be really fun to do stuff like big band. Oh, that'd be fun. Darn it, now I want to do a karaoke stream again. When you hit the higher notes, it's like a church bell, really clear. Here's the most beautiful singer who is thoroughly... Thank you, Hannah. You know, what should I do? What should I do? Postmodern... That is not the first time that's been mentioned on stream today. Huh. Yeah, because we were talking about like the 1950s housewife aesthetic, which I wear very well. Excuse me. And, ooh, I am not against that idea. I don't know. I wanna sing Sinatra again. Aw, thank you. Oh, goodness. That is quite a title, but thank you so much for the follow. It's great to have you here. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Yorubi. I would wave at you usually, but my leap motion is broken. And my work has been featured in Super Yorubi, Initial D, DDR, Matarcon, Avishojo, and much, much more. It is great to have you here. If you love Sinatra, that'd be insane. I love Sinatra too. Someday, when I'm awfully low, I'm gonna put on reverb. When the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight. Fly me to the moon, I think I do. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. I don't know the words to the next part, but I'm in such a mood where I'm going to look it up anyway. Fill my heart with song, let me sail forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. My niece just heard you sing and she's why you can't just say that? No. But thank you. Wait. Actually, so I used to actually sing it more like Sinatra. I used to like actually practice the nuances. If I had to pick one, Summer Wind is tempting, but I'd probably have to go with Get Me to the Church on Time. Ooh. Let's see. Jotting that down. And Urza Lynn requesting an Ada Ada. How could I say no? Urza, are you ready? Ada Ada, kawaii koto. How was that, darling? Literally had to close my eyes and let that one carry me a bit. When the hell are we getting a jazz version? So there is a jazz version of Luna, or at least a jazz instrumental. I wonder. I could try doing like a jazzy version of Luna. Actually, you know what? Do you want any Connor Maynard songs? I'm afraid I don't, Sally. I'm not familiar with that name. Yeah, you know what? Let's see. Luna jazz mode. Hey, there it is. I'm gonna put on my headphones. Yeah, you know what? This is a pseudo karaoke stream now because I want it. Oh, right on. Connor Maynard. So it was more like an elevator jazz. Let me see if I can kind of put a jazz element on it. I'm so glad my voice has been doing better lately. I wanted to do more karaoke streams, but I always worry about my voice not doing well. For 1,000 years I've waited here for you, waited every night, for I thought you were the answer to my life. Days turned into years and into centuries, patience had to fade. Don't you see that there is vengeance in my eyes? Luna, won't you cry for me? I'm as lonely as I've ever been. I am forced back into the start. Is there any way to fix a broken heart? Welcome back, Pixie. Quick sip. It is a little hard to add jazz to the vocals on this, but I'll try. Do I know the way to San Jose? I mean, I live there, but I also know the song you're talking about. Infinite despise and endless jealousy, bottled in my soul, has erupted as I'm tearing through the skies. Into years and into centuries, patience had to fade. Don't you see that there is vengeance in my eyes? Luna, won't you cry for me? I'm as lonely as I've ever been. I am forced back into the start. Is there any way to fix a broken heart? Oh, thank you. I'm glad that you like it. I don't know why I started doing this. Maybe... I don't know if I need to do less champagne on stream or just keep this up. Piano solo! I kind of miss doing jazz versions. Maybe I should do that again. Bass solo! Won't you cry for me? I'm as lonely as I've ever been. I am forced back into the start. Is there any way to fix a broken? Luna, won't you cry for me? I'm as lonely as I've ever been. I am forced back into the start. Is there any way to fix a broken heart? Is there any way to fix a broken heart? Is there any way to fix a broken heart? Thank you very much. I'm having too much fun. What was this on before? I don't even remember turning on the browser window. Right. Yeah, I like doing jazz stuff. Anyway, more Eurobeat. I'm glad that you liked that. I was just fun. Gotta get dinner on, go find a jazz combo. I'll do my best, Did you hear that? A woman is actually having fun. Dang straight she is. I am having fun. Despite how seldom I do it, I actually really like singing. Oh, thank you for that, Pats. I really do like singing and making music and like not just Eurobeat. Like, I don't know. Oh, thank you. It's just fun. Maybe I should just sing more anyway. It is nice to have one of my fears dissuaded. It's not that I think my voice is bad so much as like, I guess just to not be so afraid of using it. As if it's gonna crumble for daring to use it for a day. You are like a melody to the ears, one that will never grow old and will always be melodic to the ears with every replay. That reminds me of something. I forget where I heard it, but it was basically like, does the ear ever get its fill of hearing, or eyes their fill of seeing? Stumbled upon China Gal yesterday. You sung very well on that track. Thank you. Yeah, I remember when Sugano sent that over, I wasn't sure which octave to sing in. It's not like, I'll do the high one, because like that seems like the one that, you know, hits the hardest. And it worked out. I'm very proud of the work that I did with Sugano. I don't really hear well, and if I ever go deaf, I want to hear you sing as the last thing I ever hear because it's that melodic. Wait, that... Oof. You can't just say that and expect me not to get a little teary-eyed, gamer. What gives? That's really sweet. What the heck? Thank you. And I hope that you don't go deaf. But, I'm honored that I am amongst the things that you want to hear. May your ears give you many, many years of delightful listening. I'm gonna have some almonds. Almonds sound really good. I will say, by the way, I know that we're 2 hours in and I haven't taken a break. I don't want to. I've missed streaming. I missed hanging out with you all. The last couple days where like I ended stream early and then just didn't. It didn't feel right. And while I'm glad that I took care of myself on those days, I am sorry for dropping out like that. When I was little, I had some hearing problems, and now I have to wear like hearing aid when I do certain things that if I ever do the last thing I want to ever hear is that voice, because I swear now you're just trying to make me cry. Thank you. I'll have another sip of champagne. Not sure where to go after that. Goodness. I'm still reeling from that. Chat. Next week I'm also not going to be streaming as much as I usually do. I think I fly out on Friday, so it'll be just be Monday through Thursday. That's going to be weird. And with that, are there any changes that you want to see done? I feel like I want to do 2 just chatting streams as usual. I may drop the dancing stream on Wednesday and just hang out with y'all. Never apologize for putting your self-care first. We all love you since you make our day special and full of light. Always here for you. Thank you, Hannah. I don't mean to make you cry, just know, to me, sound is very important. If I can hear something very soothing, I try to keep it in my brain. That is totally fair. And it would be a good kind of cry, because like that is an honor. I don't know. I hope that, you know, you hear as long as possible, but to be the last thing someone hears is I don't know, there's weight to that, you know? You know, I had lunch, but I almost feel like I should have had something more substantial. Thank you for that, Bats. Gosh, how are we already like how are we already 2/3 through April and like 1/3 through the year? I don't like this. It's going by too quickly. Not ready, you know? I was putting away my Christmas decorations yesterday. And now it's like mid-late April. Toho Fest is next weekend. Fanime is in a couple weeks after that, and Offkai immediately after. Ideally, Anime Expo, you know, after that. And potentially TwitchCon. Archives, hello! My darling, it is so good to see you here. I hope you're doing well. Hello, Ruddy Jess, good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. Arkines, were you here for the news? At the beginning of stream. Also, y'all that are coming in now, I gotta say you missed it. You missed it. I was doing some little karaoke. I've a couple of sips of champagne in. Oh, metaphorically yesterday. Metaphorically. The implication was that time went by that quickly. You were not. Arkines. Today, it finally happened. I was able to pick up the certified copy of my approved change of name and gender marker from California! I am now legally, yay! I am now legally Jessa. And yeah, I took a bunch of time today to sort things with the DMV and the Social Security office for, you know, understandable reasons. And then on Monday, I might have to swing by the bank, and there's another one that I was gonna do. Just a couple other places, just to be like, hey, I'm girl now. Is name. Thank you. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. Just like, I don't know. It's just that much further along. My journey continues, and it's still a little daunting, because like, there's a lot about my old name that I liked. For me, my dead name is not some awful thing. Don't call me that, for the record. But, like, when I see it or hear it or have even occasionally gotten my own name wrong, it's not a bad thing to hear. It's just, y'all ever had a favorite shirt growing up? Oh, Adeloin, thank you so much for popping in. It's so good to see you. It has been such a long time since we last caught up. I would love to catch up with you and hope you're doing amazing. Can we get some love in the chat for Adeloin? Thank you so much for popping. Yumiko! Hello! I would wave at you, but my leave motion is borked. So instead, hello. I hope you're all doing amazing. Yumi. Guess what? I am a few sips of champagne in. Oh, so yeah, by the way, if y'all aren't following Yumiko VT, you are all missing out. She's amazing. She is a tomboy neko who is hilarious and a lot of fun and really cool. And Yumi. Today, I finally got to pick up my paperwork confirming my change of name and gender marker. I am now legally woman. Yay! Yeah, so a lot of why I was late for stream today was because I was also at the DMV and Social Security offices. Yay! But I'm very happy about that. So it feels very official. How are you? How was your stream? What were you up to? Thank you for the reminder, Pixie. I'm just very excited. How are you? I hope you're doing well today. What were you all up to? Like what were you stramming? Think with headbutts. Balatro? Crazy Apollo. Wait, is this the same Apollo that I know? Thank you so much for the follow. And Steve, it is great to have you here. Rise of the Ronin. Thank you for that, bats. Rise of the Ronin and Balatro. So, do I remember right that Rise of the Ronin was like the Japanese Dark Souls, like the Souls-like, and then Balatro is like that roguelite poker, right? Something like that. Kinda, yeah. Okay, fair enough. Just make sure that I remember right. I bought some champagne. I bought some champagne for today, and I have had some sips. And I think my brain just gives me permission to not be such a stick up the butt at the time. So I'm just like, yeah. I've heard that about Balatro. Is it Balatro or Balatro? Where's the emphasis on the syllables? You know? Speaking of champagne, cheers. With a mobile version coming, oh, we're all screwed. Quick bite of an almond. Yeah. Balatro. Oh, okay. Balatro. The new anime season has been wild. Never thought I'd see an Omegaverse anime. I'm sorry, what? I am vaguely aware of what the Omegaverse is, and I hate that I know it. Oh, no, I'm not blaming you. It's just the fact that it exists. Think of that, Pats. Too early for the hard stuff, but raising my cup of tea for you and your beautiful name. Aw, thank you. And hydrate, that'll do. I'll take that as an excuse to have more of my champagne. Cheers. Got an idea to help you around the mirror issue on the Luca Luca dance. Look up an official artwork and stick something to your cheek on the same side. Random idea that might not work. We'll see about that. I think I still want to go with the Fua tutorials because I think all the motions are included in that. That way I can learn it properly as opposed to trying to learn it from the video. Apparently that anime is really actually secretly wholesome. I did not know that. I wouldn't know though, I'm too scared to try. Honestly, based on the concept, I don't blame ya. Tadaima Okairi. It's actually a super wholesome and adorable BL anime about parents raising the... That sounds really cute. Aww. Yeah, that doesn't sound like Omegaverse. That sounds like a gay couple raising a kid. That sounds great. Actually, yeah, that title doesn't sound like something wild. It just sounds like, oh, welcome home. Special kind of kink AU that incorporates inaccurate stereotypes about wolves as a secondary gender system. It usually is either pure smut or explores autonomy issues without touching real life stuff. That's what I've heard about it too. Excuse me. That's what I've heard about it too. I've heard people memeing on it. Yeah. I haven't been on top of recent anime for many, many years. Have I watched Symphogear yet? I have not. I remember watching Gurren Lagann when that was like the new hotness. Like actually waiting for new episodes. I also made the mistake of watching Clannad while I was depressed. Do not recommend. Beautiful anime. Do not watch it if you're depressed. Just don't. Just don't. Yeah, ow, exactly. I know, I don't watch a lot of anime. I just watch a lot of VTubers, honestly. Old. Hey, I'm not old. I just have good taste, is all. You really should watch Symphogear. It's kind of music-themed magical girls with crazy combat. Ooh. I'm gonna jot that down. Oh, I'm aware of Clannad After. I didn't watch it, but I also heard about, like, they did the side story where, I think it's like Tomoya and Tomoyo actually connect. No thank you, Eastwind. I appreciate that, but I'm good for now. Ah, Strawberry Girl. Still coming, by the way. Work is happening on it. So listen. Let's talk about Strawberry Girl for a second, actually. EB Games, hello! Hello, everybody! Hi! I would wave at you, but my leap motion is borked. Hello, how are you? How is your stream? I hope you're all doing amazing. I'm sorry, my mouth has almond in it. Milf. Okay. Wait, are you the MILF or am I the MILF? I mean, I could work either way, but just wanting to make sure that I have the situation right. So we actually acquired... Huh? Acquired a MILF... Wait, did you play a gacha game? You're playing Elder Scrolls Skyrim, okay. But we can do whatever. EB Games, I'm so glad that you're here. Y'all, please give some love and a follow to EB Games. We played a Skyrim mod that allows me to bed a MILF and now I'm a stepdad. Did someone just say Audie is the forbidden word? Did someone say that she is a MILF? Are you suggesting that I'm not? Do I not give off enough MILF energy for you? Is this really not what you want, darling? It's okay, you can tell me. What's wrong with calling me a MILF, dear? Is that not happening? I feel like we would have heard of the child as well. Listen. MILF energy no longer requires actual maternity. Am I coming to Offkai? Yes. I will be attending Offkai. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, me and some friends are planning to go to Offkai. Are we not her children? I always thought y'all were my kittens. But yeah, no, I'm going to Offkai. Yeah, I'm really excited to see you, for you to see the vocal arrangement we came up with for Night Cover. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I hope that Matara gets to check it out too.
Excuse me?
Thank you for the bid, Sanon. Yes, darling. You would explode. Thank you. You love women. Anytime, darling. Women good. Women very, very good. Women so good. Apple time. Yeah, I am too. I'm so excited for Offkai. I've been every year so far, and I hope that there isn't a year where I am absent. I may not be a guest this year, but this is my backyard VTuber convention, and I will be damned if I can't at least attend, you know? It was for real the best con vibes I've had, like, ever. Honestly, yeah. Like, Offkai and TwitchCon have been super amazing for me. Extra sad I can't make it to Off. Oh, Alpheist, I'm sorry. There's always next year. Everyone was really nice. Yeah. I know. I feel like when a scene. Haven't tried TwitchCon yet. Do you think it was worth? Absolutely. Then again, I have had. Here's the thing. My last 2 TwitchCons were infinitely better than I ever thought they would be, because I spent time not just with friends, but like meeting some of my heroes. And wildest of all, like having a few of them recognize me, which I just so my experience at TwitchCon has been absolutely worth it. Your mileage may vary, but every time I've gone, I've had an amazing time. So if my time is anything to go by, you'd love it. Offkai was so big. Imposter syndrome, I totally feel. Imposter syndrome, like, what do you mean? Ah! Thank you for the 85 bits, much appreciated. I'm like, all these cool people and me, huh? Well, that's easy. You're cool too. Hello. You do cool stuff. You, if I remember right, you are, like, you organize the choir, yeah? Like, you don't gotta try. You're cool. You're in.
You're one of us, kid. You gotta like that.
But like, yeah, no, you're not an imposter. You're here. You're conductor, director, and half of the arranging team. You're cool as hell. What are you talking about? You are actually cool. And from what I understand, like, you do like a lot of voice stuff for like other VTubers, yeah? You're super cool. You have more than earned it. Oh no, you key smash. Oh, that's adorable. EB, okay, so I have some news and I need to establish some context. I bought some champagne because I am celebrating that today I picked up my approved change of name and gender marker paperwork from the state of California. So with that, I'm a little bit tipsy. So yeah, let's celebrate that. Elfiest, oh no. So a little bit of my usual restraint is limited. That said, if you are uncomfortable with, certain jokes or certain ways of teasing, then please let me know and I will gladly respect not to joke with you a certain way. But if you do happen to enjoy certain forms of teasing and, certain names for how you react to certain things, then you would be joining a very welcoming crew in that regard. You'll probably just blush and scream. Oh no, oh, that's adorable, EB, that's too cute. You can't tell me that, because now I have a goal, darling. Not in a cute way, but like a fair way. That just means that all the more, darling, that just means that you mean it. All right, so I see the Moi Moi Kyun and the Ada Ada back to back. So this is going to be different. All right. Let me put, you know what? No, I'm going to do the Moi Moi Kyun and then the Ada Ada. I feel like that's going to be enough to keep things at stasis. So, for those who don't know, I actually have been part of the Fanime Maid Cafe at least once, and a couple other maid cafes at other conventions. So, I would do the hand motions with this, but my leap motion is broken, so I'll just have to do, just the voice of it. Excuse me. Oi, shikunare, moi, moi, kyun! Have I blessed your food enough? Is it now cute enough and ready to eat. Now, Fia, this one's for you, darling. Are you ready? Ara. Iko dane. Thank you for the iLock maintenance notification paste license support. You've been doing that every few minutes, and I wish that it would hey! Ow! Mean. Anyhow, yeah, no. I that's one of those things that I want to check. Thank you for that, Bats. Like, I joke that way often enough, but like if that's a boundary, that's always something that I want to check. But now that I have, now that that boundary's established, did you hear you don't hit girls? Yeah. Hidden Blade, thank you so much for the follow and the stream. It is great to have you here. I stream every weekday at 2 p.m. Pacific, and my music has been featured in Super Yerby, Initial D, DDR, Matar Konabi Shoujo, and much, much more. It is great to have you here. I hope you're doing very, very well this evening. Hey, love, I'm streaming right now, but Leighton told me the good news. Thank you so much, Sax. Yeah, it is a reason to pog. Thank you. I'm glad that I finally got around to it. It was pricey, and it's gonna be a pain in the butt, but I'm also super, super happy that I'm finally getting it done. Yeah, for those who don't know, by the way, or, got in after the last time I mentioned it, today is the day that I picked up my approved paperwork regarding the change of name and gender marker. I am now legally Jessa and a woman. Yay! I really wish my late motion was working so I could have my hands up. Yay! Yeah. Let's go. Exactly. Let's go! Oh, my goodness. Hey, Bolt. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I'm being surrounded by hearts. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, goodness. Excuse me. Thanks, Rach. She's a girl. They only took the government a while to recognize this beautiful young lady as. Yeah, exactly. It's just a matter of paperwork. Just like, yeah, no, that checks out. You're good. I think I want a little bit more champagne. But only so much. There we go. Hey, Jess, I'm doing great. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. I am doing fantastic, Bolt. Well, the last couple of days were pretty rough, but today was a nice turnaround. I'm waiting for the legal change of gender and name for my parents to die, so I don't have to worry about legal shenanigans seeing my parents do not approve of me being a girl. So here's the thing. If you're an adult and in the United States, especially in California, to my knowledge, you don't need to get their approval. Like, you can just do that. Like, I did have to include, inherit, ooh. Yeah, that does complicate things a little bit. I will say, my family is figuring things out with that. Like, they're starting to think about some unpleasant things because they're having to do some of that for other members of the family. And it's kind of good that I'm getting my paperwork for that sorted now as opposed to later. Because, going back into all that stuff and editing that is apparently a nightmare. Just an absolute nightmare dumpster fire. All is well. All is well. I'm just happy to be here, y'all. I missed y'all. I don't know why more people don't say y'all. English is one of the few languages that does not have a proper second person plural. No, seriously. Y'all is the closest thing we have. Or yins, I believe. In my family, I know that my mom is going to give me everything. That's good. Big bite. I say y'all a ton. I'm from nowhere that usually says y'all. I feel that. Yeah. It's useful. It's efficient too. It's like, as opposed to you all, it's y'all. It's one syllable. It's efficiency. Need to head out and get ready for bed, but have a good stream and congrats. Thank you so much, EB. Please rest well and have a great rest of your evening, okay? And I cannot wait to see what's ahead for us at Offkai. Please feel free to visit whenever you like, okay? And y'all, can we get some love in the chat for EB? We have been blessed this day to have EB visit us. I was about to respond to that with something a little wild, but I'm gonna have restraint. Thank you so much for popping in, EB. Have a great evening. Night-night. I have gone 2.5 hours without any kind of break. Yeah, I have words on stream running, but please take one. You think I should? I 100% followed EB purely because of the stepdad thing. I see. If you need a break, take it, because dang, 2 hours without a break is insane. Speaking of the family, Stebbins' family are super lucky to have a daughter, sister, aunt, etc. Hannah, thank you. You've always had such a way with words like that. Like that has been such a strong point for you. I see how sweet you are in Cotton's chat too with stuff like that. And it took a little while for my role as their daughter, sister, aunt, etc. to really sink in, but I feel like once they saw where I was coming from with that, I feel like it was easy enough for them to accept it. And I'm glad. If only a bathroom break. Not gonna lie, I could probably do it for that. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take like a quick 5-minute break. Oh, use your Prime sub. Oh, I didn't see that. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's not, it hasn't clicked through. Let me take a look at the events. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that that you used your Prime sub. Well, thank you so much for your Twitch Prime. Please enjoy your emotes, your sub badge. Well, I mean, welcome back, honestly. Please continue to enjoy your emotes, your sub badge, being part of the Oddities community for 4 months now, yeah? All right, I will be right back. I'm gonna get words on stream going for you, and back in a second. BRB. I'm back. Yeah. Hello, hello. It's good to see you again. Is it weird that I missed y'all even in that, what, like 5-10 minute break? I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, like, I finally get some of the jokes that I've heard, like, newbies. Shannon, hello! Shannon, darling, love. Have you heard the news? Good news. It's all good news. Yes. It's Jessa. As a matter of fact, yes, it is Jessa. In fact, today, in the state of California, and, you know, with applications pending in Social Security and the DMV, I am now legally Jessa. Yeah! Yay! Let's go! As far as the state of California, and very likely the rest of the nation is concerned, I am woman. Named Jessa. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy it finally happened. Sorry. Oh, I'm just very happy. That redeem is gonna work. It really is, yeah. Pixie's been doing amazing with calling it the confetti. So yeah, you know, after a couple of rough days, I'm having a real good one. How about yourself, Shannon? How are you doing today? You know what else is beautiful? You? Is it you, Alpheus Elf? Changing the ID too. That's super. Yeah, I even got a new picture taken at the DMV. I don't have a new ID card, which is a bit of an issue because I booked tickets under my, you know, new name already, and I thought that I'd have the ID in time, but I don't. So I might have to call the airline and be like, "Hey, so you know, a little bit oof there, but I will be good." Now to hydrate down the hatch, this time with actual water. So Shannon, earlier I bought a thing of champagne. I do have a temporary ID, but in terms of flying, in terms of a legal form of ID, like going to the airport and being like, yeah, this is me. No. I don't have a usable ID outside of driving. I'll put it that way. How are we already at 2.5? Like, how are we only at 2.5 hours? Thank you for the head pats. But yeah, no, I don't have anything like, oh, thank you. I don't have anything with a picture on it yet. So the IDs for which I have applied. Okay. Those are still in progress, you know? Hello, mechanics. I guess you're just that entertained because you make time fly. Nah, thank you. I thought they would take a temp with your original as proof. I do feel like they gave me something, but it's not enough to go to the TSA and be like, "Alright, here you go." It's like, who the hell is this? There's no picture here. There's no like verification. No. It's okay though. I feel like at the airport, I feel like enough people understand. It's like, okay, yeah, this is, yeah. I don't know, I feel like this is gonna sound weird, and I am by no means the standard by which all the others should apply. Thank you for the reminder. I feel like enough of my features are the same between the two, like between the picture that's on the old ID and how I look now, to where like, I guess I'm not bothered when people are like, oh yeah, it's the same person. It's like, yeah, that's just me, but girl. A lot of those same features are still there, just maybe softened a little bit, or like, I don't know, like, it's still me. My face may change with, you know, transition. My body is likely to change a lot with transition, but like, the things that make me who I am haven't changed much, you know? I think that's pretty important. My worth as a person is not determined by the statistics of my body, you know, by the metrics. I think that line is the same for you all too. You are not your value is not the metrics of your body. You can change everything about a person, but the one thing that you cannot change is how they think, because you cannot change the brain. That sounds a bit like the ship of Theseus, but with people. And I kind of vibe with that, actually. Yeah. I could get full-on facial feminization surgery and, like, file down my Adam's apple and whatever. I would still be me. I think it's the eyes. Like, the actual eyeballs, you know? You know, one thing that I realized with this avatar in particular, with the 2D, I zoom in a lot. With the 3D, I tend to stay pretty static. So, let me get a little closer to you, huh? Sky, perfect timing. Hello, hello. I hope you're doing very well today. How you doing? I'm gonna adjust my my tits to match. Ah. All right. Gonna scale. And then, oh, a little more. Yeah. Oh my, okay. So I can only do so much. Shoot. She'll still be her Euro B obsessed person girl who goes a little insane with the cuteness. Aw. Maybe. But yeah, I don't know. I like being close to you. Imagine that. It's a little parasocial, but like I'm just glad. I'm glad to have you all with me. But yeah. One thing that I've wanted for 3D avatars, I imagine I could get this with Vinyan instead of VC face. But I like the ability to like zoom in and zoom out and get real close and just tease at you. Wink at you a little bit. Thank you for the head pats. I take forehead head pats too, and boops. I still count a forehead boop as a boop. By the way, we're 2 subscribers away from the 200 mark again. I think that's pretty cool. But like, I don't know. That's one thing that I like about the 2D that's hard to do with 3D. What do you think? When Audie's avatar is zoomed in, I sometimes just want to be, aw, Sky. I mentioned to Avon, it'd be cool to have you do like a remix of Parasocial Hero, and you could do like the old, ooh. Wait, what old sci-fam thing? Pada Social Hero. Thank you for that, Pats. I remember, what was that? There was I think it was Giggle at the Ghosty, or it was like Pada Sprite remix. I could do Pada Social Hero. Like Pada Social mix. Parasocial Hero, but
You're such a good girl.
You know what? I'm gonna roll with that. Thank you. I do feel quite nice. It's a weird thing, actually. So, I should clarify that. Can I actually tell this story? Okay, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do it. So, my amazing manager is also trans femme. And we get along amazingly. We're basically friends outside of, you know, like, even within work. It's just like, we click with each other well enough in that regard. So she knows which phrases work with me or not. And with that, usually a certain phrase can have 2 effects on me. Either I will get all flustered and blushy and like verbally key smash, or I will darn near cry. Actually, Hannah, you might have caught this. You might have noticed that I used to redeem a certain thing from Cottontail stream from time to time. A certain phrase. There's a reason for that. It's not just because, you know, hearing anything like that from Cottontail's voice is gonna, whoo! But sometimes you just gotta hear it. And in some way, I'm kind of preaching to the choir right now, especially with the conversation I had with my manager yesterday. Sometimes you just need to hear that you're doing okay. During one of your streams, has anyone gotten you to get that way and has said your phrase that gets you or no? Here's the thing. When I hear good girl, it depends on so many variables, because someone could just be good girl. It's like, thanks. But if someone I trust and know is telling me that, then it hits triple. quadruple, quintuple. I believe that's 57. Like, generally speaking, it's not the thing that like activates my neurons, but sometimes you just gotta hear it. Like, that's a big reason why I make it as available as I do. It's like, it's not just to get y'all flustered, although that's certainly a nice bonus. Sometimes you gotta hear that you're doing okay. Sometimes you just gotta hear that you're like actually doing all right, that you are in fact good, and also your gender. You know? Sometimes you just gotta hear that kind of thing. And I think that's okay. My parents started saying that to me, and my gosh, am I sap when it comes to them saying it, because they have to ask me why my face is blushing. It hits a certain vein. Like, I feel like not everyone that hears that phrase is reacting to it in like a praise kink. So much as like, we're not used to being praised. It's sometimes just like, oh gosh, what do I do with this feeling? You know? Sometimes it can just be cute. I'm gonna zoom back out again. There. Right about there. And let's put this back here. Doop doop. Well, that's not where that goes. Right. Doop doop. And hydrate, that I can do. Cheers. The first person that actually ever said it to me, no matter what type of context, will always get me to blush. Low key, it's you. Aw. So here's the thing. I do think context is important. I think voice and delivery also mean a lot. Because, like, you'd have someone that's very clearly... for me, being told you are such a good girl from you, it just makes me feel happy. It's not the kinker, like, it's just... Yeah, it's affirmations. It's being told that you are good at being who you are and what you do. You know? Sometimes it's just nice to hear that. Other than being thanked for doing your job, I don't know what to do with this. Aww. On the same token, it's like, it is nice to receive it, you know? I feel like voice and like vocal delivery is important for context too. I think one of the sliders on the garden thing is weird. I think it's this one. Take all the birds out of the garden. And we'll take all the birds down to Acapulco Bay. Sorry. Just hearing it makes me feel a certain way that I never knew that I could feel, because I never would get praise for anything I would do. And if I did, it would always be in the paper sends, and thank you for showing me that. Oh, yeah. Come on, gender. About 8 days ago, a new law was passed in Germany that makes gender and name change real easy. No courts, no consultant, no nothing, but a 3-month announcement to the local offices responsible for it. That makes sense. Speaking of Cotton, she got me crying a little bit when she announced that she was raising money for cancer charities. As a cancer survivor, it got me. We'll be more than supportive of what she... Yeah, I was there for that too. Like the Fluffers for Charity, right? That actually hit me pretty heavy too, because like I did not know that she had that kind of background with cancer in like her family. It speaks well to her heart too. Like you and I, Hannah, in particular, have seen Cotton's like actual like the quality of her heart come through. Like, yeah, you know, she teases people and she'll be a little bit like, you know, spicy, whatever here and there, but those don't get in the way of her just being genuinely kind and generous and very sweet with a lot of people. So to see, for her to share in such earnestness that fact about what she's been through with it, with her own relation to it, she's an angel deep down. I'm inclined to agree. You know, whatever memes aside of, you know, certain redeems that I might get in her channel, I think very highly of Cotton as a person. I really do. I have some biases, obviously, but like, I don't know. I'm impressed with what I see. I'll put it that way. I'm gonna put the music back on. So we're in the last 15 minutes, chat. And as much as I would love to go for hours and hours and hours and hours, forever and ever and ever, alas, my voice doesn't work like that yet. Think about that, Bats. So I would like to turn things over to you. Do you have any questions, comments, remarks, redemptions? Thank you for redeeming that hydrate. I definitely needed one. Rat rave! Aw, Rat. I haven't caught up with Rat and Marie very much. I know that I pinged them on Twitter when they managed to land Kiata. Oh, hearts, yay! Asking for redeems. Well, I wouldn't turn them down, you know. Last chance for a couple of days. And besides, some of you have gone a couple of days without using them anyway, so... You know, it's up to you. Hey! Ow! Fine, fine. Somehow I knew you would go with that. All right, Latent. Very well. I shan't skimp. Nya, 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 nya. Anyway, thank you. I redeemed most of my points. It was worth it. That makes sense. As my final question, how does it feel to know that you are someone who helps people, thank you for that, Pats, come out to the world as who they authentically are? I am surprised by that. Because on some level, like, how do I say? On some level, I just meant for this to be a Eurobeat project. Like, when I started doing Odyssey Eurobeat as a more formal thing, it was just with the intention of, here is dance music. I like making it. Here's more. The notion of putting myself into it was another dimension, and to have people resonate with it was another layer altogether. I guess I get surprised when people resonate with anything that I do to that extent. I'm honored by it because, like, it means that what I'm doing has value and worth. So I'm grateful for that for sure. My question is, why do you look so familiar? Well, what do you mean? And I love Furry Fluffy Wolf. That is quite a title, quite a name. Familiar how? I'm not bad, darling. I'm just drawn that way. Maybe something like that. I am not Jessica Rabbit. I am Jessa. But I also am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat. My music has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, Matarakon of Shoujo, and much, much more. Have you now? Whereabouts, if you don't mind me asking? Jessa Benui. Furry Fluffy Wolf, are you a Eurobeat fan? To hear the news regarding Phoebe, am I excited about it all? Which news? I do know that Phoebe and Ami finally reconciled in a certain way. Is there anything past that? Because if you like Eurobeat, that's not true. I am neither Dave Rogers nor Clara Moroni, and that means that I'm not everyone. But I have been pretty prolific, and I'm proud of that. She's coming back to like as Phoebe? No way, let's go! That's such good news! Yay! I'm so happy! Not gonna lie, I kinda knew a little bit about the Ami, like, I think one of the first times that I watched Ami, and then one of the times that I had watched Phoebe, it's like, wait, hold up. Hold up! I love that. Thank you for that, Bets. I love that Phoebe can be open about that, and I'm looking forward to wherever Phoebe goes. I want to support her so very much. I showed your music to my older sister. She liked it and told me she's been listening to it for about a week now. Glad to make her interested. Thank you so much for that, Mechanics, and I hope she enjoys it. If she is of age to do so, we'd love to have her in the Discord or here in chat. Y'all read the rules, right? 18 plus to be in chat. It's even in the title of the stream. But yeah, like, yeah. Thank you for sharing what I do. I always do appreciate that, by the way. Like, when people want others to hear what I do, that means a lot to me. I don't know. I think the thing that I wrestle with as a creator is, like, I can make stuff that I think is valuable. And even if people don't like it, I still have value in it. But there is something honoring about when someone does decide that there's value to it. Like, oh yeah, this song means a lot to me, or this song speaks to me, or I want to share this with people. It's an honor. 18 plus, they have to be born in the 1800s. I mean, being born in the 1800s would technically qualify them. It's okay, I'm more than double 18, so someone gets a freebie. No, yeah. Also, I appreciate that gesture, I should also illustrate for, or demonstrate for folks, maybe don't give out your exact age in chat, just for the record. And I know that you didn't do that, Alpheus, but it was more just a reminder, because we've had people basically self-dox. And, gee golly, is it ever time for that in the VTuber sphere? I know. I'm using that as an opportunity to remind you are rat shake years old. Rat grab, yeah. It's okay, I can't do math. Thinking is hard. Get somebody else to do it. I'm the talent. I'm not supposed to think. Heard your voice somewhere before. I mean, discard, I'm howling up the moon and sleeping in the middle of a summer afternoon. Discard, whatever did we do to make you take all the way? That one? That's one that I did. Ages 90s that are constantly being cranked. Are you running in those 90s, though? That's the issue. Running in the 90s. It's a new way of life to me. Yeah. I did the thing. It's the one song. I guess we really are on an Odyssey Eurobeat. I need the sound effect. There it is. There. Just cranked, not rang. Not ran. But did you also crank that Soulja Boy? And Superman that hoe? Because then we would have had to watch you crank it, watch you roll. I am very witty, I assure you. Oh my goodness. Oddities, I missed you. And I gotta be honest, like, I think I was mentioning this earlier, like when people attribute value, it's a new way I like to be. Hey, how? What does he say in the song? Never looked at the lyrics. So, I mean, the lyrics are on Eurobeat Prime. I recommend that. I'll figure it out eventually, not to worry about it right now. I mean, I'm not entirely sure where my stuff's gone. You might have caught like a YouTube or a TikTok short of mine. Math is hard. Like, math is like so totally hard. Numbers make my head spin, you know? I'd rather like shop or do my nails. Math, nah, not my thing, sweetie. Listen, if you're not using L'Hopital's rule and that kind of thing, you're basically just not doing proper calculus. Integers, baby. Whole numbers. We're not dealing with decimals at this point. I saw Siva Gunner rip that combines crank that with snow inhalation. Oh my gosh. Oh, Siva Gunner. Shop and charge they phone and eat hot chip and lie. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Ever since I started taking hormones, like my phone has needed more charging, and I've also liked more hot chips. Jury's still out on my honesty though. Rap and Eurobeat is a combination of breakdancing behind the truck bed. We go fast, but we got funky, fresh moves. I mean, that's kind of just that's a niche that hyper techno tends to fill a lot, but like it also belongs in Eurobeat. It's after 12 p.m., so breaking out the whiskey for celebrating your very good news. Thank you! Cheers! Come by! Not gonna lie, a third reason that I wanna learn Japanese, or keep learning Japanese, is so I can say stuff, like cute stuff in that. Kanpai! Itadakimasu! Although now I just sound like, when Matara does a gremlin voice. Bye-bye, itadakimasu. I just spilled champagne down my cleavage. It's very cold. Okay, I love that discussion that she had the other day on stream, like during her 6-month celebration. Thank you for that, Pats. She was talking about like who has a gremlin energy. And I put something like, I feel like everyone in VShojo has a gremlin mode. And she's like, you take that back! You take that back! I'm just like, I said what I said. Isn't that what cleavage is for? No, it's for collecting solids, silly. If you're storing liquid in there, then it's just gonna get all over. It's gonna pour right down the rest of you, or get your bra all messy, and that's no fun. Alas, my cleavage is not yet big enough to hold on to things, only for things to flow through. Yeah, I'm still kind of in that state. Listen, store-bought is fine. Homegrown is best, but store-bought will do. I unironically used to use store-bought for a bit. Chat. questions, comments, remarks, redemptions, I want to turn this time to you. And I gotta say, if I had the vocal stamina to go for 4, 5, 6 hours more often, I would do it a lot more often. I'm glad that I can do 3 hours, and I look forward to the day that my exercise, my diet, whatever I'm doing that'll help me get rid of whatever's got my voice in the condition it's in, allows me to stream for longer hours to you. Yay! Longer hours! Yeah, like, blah. Fluffy Furry, I'm so sorry. We have a policy about posting links in chat. We do need you to clear it with a mod beforehand so we can permit you. And it could be that it just read like something that you typed after a dot as a link domain. I'm so sorry. It does that sometimes. But yeah, no, like if I had the vocal stamina, I would absolutely stream for like 4 hours, 5 hours. I would love to do that kind of stream more often. I just can't. If ever there was a video game about creating Eurobeat and what goes into producing it, would you ever play it? Absolutely. I'd be super down for that. Probably the dot how. Yeah, that does that. But yeah, no, like I'm so close. I feel like I've been doing better with my voice. Like it's been getting stronger lately because I've been eating a little better. I've been exercising a little bit more. Like it's getting rid of what tends to make GERD happen. I'm just going to venture under the assumption of that it is actually acid reflux. What the actual week? Yeah, I don't know. I like spending time with you. I like streaming stuff. I like singing stuff for you. I want my voice to last longer. All right, friends, let's see who's streaming, and let's pick somebody to raid. Numi is going over Reddit. Cinder, GB, Tricky. We haven't raided Numi in a bit. Pumpkin Potion, Quinn Bennett, Alexandria. Sorry. I need to head out, but I'm glad I caught your stream. Thank you so much for popping in, Bolt. Hope you have a great rest of your evening. I see Eden. I see trees of green, red roses too. Sorry. Prism Splay, Sylvie, Keelier, Daisy, Vixie Witch, Cluseller. Oh, Hydrate, that I can do. Cluseller, for the record, is the artist who designed Matara Khan. Psywave, who I did not recognize until I saw the name, is streaming. Makurai, Jin Baigujing, Wee Mike, VT Mira, Saxpone. You can read Saxpone. Yay! I think my sentence did have a dot in it. No worries, Wolf. It happens. What? Wait! I see. You think it'll save you. Cute. Adorable, even. It'll only be some time. Oh, anyway. Yay! We haven't rated Saxpone in a minute. Yeah. You know what? Let's raid Saxpone. Looks like she's playing Fallout 4. But, aw, yeah, thank you for the hearts. Chat. I missed this. I know that I needed to take good care of... Your question was, how was my day? Today was good. Today was very good. I'll thank you for that, Bats. Or for the hearts. For those who don't know, who came in at the very end, today was a big deal for me because I picked up my paperwork that confirmed my change of name and gender marker in the state of California. Yay! Yay! Yeah. So Sky, I don't have my my leap motion tracker. So I can't really like do the arm motions. Oh yay! But I can at least do like the noises, I guess. Will that be okay? Thank you. Yeah, I'm very pogged about it. Yay! All right, Sky, this one's for you, darling. Ready? Okay. I'm glad. Okay. I need to thank Vi the next time I see her because, like, ever since I turned off the noise filter, it has allowed me to actually do, like, up to the microphone noises, like, you know, that weren't audible before because apparently it just filtered it out as noise. So now I can just do mwah, 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 on the microphone. And no bearing on any potential ASMR streams. But yeah, no. Last set of questions, comments, remarks, redemptions. I'm going to pause the music. Speaking of name confirmation, I recently got my name changed in the iRacing game, so officially known as Hannah Kate. Let's go, Hannah! That's incredible! Congratulations! Hannah is a very fitting and wonderful name for you, I'd say. ASMR stream someday. I think I'd like to. I have fun doing ASMR and like the welcome back to my ASMR stream. I like talking to you gently. Yay. Gentle celebration. And Vera, you've been so patient, darling. Let me take care of you. Vera, are you ready? Ara ara, iko da ne. How's that, darling? Right. I think with that. Oh, everybody gets headpats. Yay! Aw, so cute. All right, friends. It is that time. Thank you for coming in today. I look forward to sharing next week with you. For those of you who can make it to Toho Fest, which is in Torrance, California next weekend, which y'all should go and attend and look that up and go there because A1 is going to be there and Tam is going to be there and I'm pretty sure Punderful is going to be there. Be there if you can make it. Now that so much of my stress is behind me, I am so excited for what the future holds with you. Thank you for being part of what I do. Let's go ahead and raid Saxbone, everybody. Well, not without a freebie, right? Are you ready, child? Okaeri nasai. Gohan ni suru? Ofuro ni suru? Sore tomo watashi? And on that note, it is time to raid Saxpone. This is the raid message. If you do not have the Audi heart, if you do not have the Audi heart, any heart will do. But we are going to raid in with that message. Thank you so much for coming. I will see you next Monday, or basically what, a couple of days from now. But thank you so much for coming. I will see you on Monday. Until then, otsukare desu. Bye-bye. See you soon. Bye. Also, you're supposed to do the not button when I fade to black, right? That also works. Yay! Okay, for real this time. Bye.